Let the evening of ghost stories commence. I do like the idea of doing something to keep people entertained during the evening. But ghost stories? Really? To those small of courage and weak of heart, feel free to head back to the tent. Who are you calling small of courage? All I'm seeing is I find ghost stories just as boring as doing nothing. Well then, we don't have to waste time asking you to tell one, Leviathan. So, who else would like to tell the first ghost story of the evening? Me! I'll go first. No harm in letting Ver go first, I guess. A long, long time ago, there was a little girl who traveled all on her own to a mysterious, ancient castle. It was completely abandoned except for a large colony of bats that lived up in the roof. In this castle, there also lived a ghost prince, who was also the girl's good friend. One day, the girl went to the castle to play hide-and-seek with the ghost prince, as they had planned. Wait, is this a fairy tale? What? It has ghosts in it, doesn't it? Ghost stories are meant to be scary. That's what makes them ghost stories, not literally having ghosts in them. Is there no one here capable of telling a decent ghost story?
I don't know if I could tell a scary story, but I enjoy listening to them. I wonder whether there's a ghost story that could frighten a captain.
Is it really such a good idea to go round frightening others?
Interesting. It's obvious bravery and empathy are not necessarily great qualities for a ghost storyteller. What about you, Admin? Stop! I can already tell this is not going to be scary at all. It looks like it's up to me again, as usual. Once upon a time, there was a group of explorers. They suffered a terrible shipwreck which stranded them on a deserted island. There they would have to remain scrounging for supplies while they waited for rescue. The explorers arrived with very little food. Rationing the food fairly became an urgent priority. They elected a captain to handle this duty. The captain lived alone in a large tent, in which was also stored the entire team's supply of food. He swore a sacred duty to keep a careful eye on the food. He also promised he would not help himself to more than his fair share, no matter how hungry he got. But one night, the captain suddenly heard soft whispers from outside the tent. "I'm so hungry, brother." The voice the captain had heard was that of his younger sister, who had also ended up on the island with them. She had gone downhill fast. There just wasn't enough food to go around. It all became too much for the captain, her brother, to bear. He decided to make an exception for his own dear sister and secretly offered her a bit of extra food. It's so nice. Time to eat, brother. Hearing the sounds of her greedily munching on the food outside his tent, the captain was finally able to sleep soundly. This happened again and again over the next several nights. Eventually, it became obvious that something was happening to the group's rations. The other members questioned the captain about this. There was really no way out of it for him. Eventually, he admitted he had been allowing his sister to have more than her fair share. Not only did the rest of the team not excuse this failure of duty, but they also revealed an incredible and shocking fact. The captain's sister had never made it onto the island. She had been swept to the depths of the sea when their ship capsized. Her body, that is, her corpse, was never recovered. Time and despair seemed to have wiped this horrific truth from the captain's memory. The captain told them he had passed the food through the tent flap and had never really gotten a good look at exactly who had taken it. He started to believe somebody had impersonated his sister to trick him out of the food. No one bought his story. They decided to give him a thorough beating and confiscate all of his rations. Even so, there was hardly enough food to last the group much longer. They decided to search for food on the other side of the island, but didn't allow the captain to join them. He would have to stay there. Whatever happened to him would happen. As the captain languished in his tent on the verge of death, he heard a familiar voice outside the tent. I'm so hungry, brother. He leapt up and tore away the flap. He was so eager to see exactly who it was. It was indeed his sister, but not at all as he had remembered her. Time to eat, brother.
D-Mac! Don't eat me!
Now that was a ghost story.
Something about that story made me hungry.
The poor brother and sister.
A shame they didn't have a better captain. If so, the ship never would have capsized in the first place. Maybe everyone should go to bed. We've still got to keep searching the island tomorrow.
Brother, I'm so hungry. Brother.
Put down that access key! Get a
hold of yourself! Any decent prank requires a setup. The more elaborate, the better. But it's not my fault she's overreacting. I'm not overreacting! I thought we were under attack! Yes, attack! Ugh, I should have hidden the recorder a bit further from the tent. Then I could have taken a photo of Leviathan's embarrassing reaction.
Did Leviathan trip some wires while she was messing around? Stay put, everyone. I'll have a look.
Hurry up! What? A ghost! Oh, what? A ghost grabbed my feet! Interesting. It turns out that Senkapo is just as capable of being scared by ghost stories as telling them.
Everyone is unique in their own special way.
I'd never get spooked by a measly old tree branch. Me? Scared? As if I wasn't frightened. I just tripped.
By the way, I just checked the charge on the battery. There's not a lot left. Let's try to avoid using it. I think we can start by turning off the artificial lighting tonight.
Hey! Is that really a good idea? So, anybody wants to share a tent? You'll get to listen to more ghost stories, free of charge.